Well, this happens every so often in China. You get a taxi driver who takes you the long way. So this morning I paid 45 and I'm already at 59 and we're not even close to getting back to the apartment. This guy's a joker. And I told him that this is too long and he's getting upset. He does something like this deliberately. I've had this happen before. If I knew where I was, I'd get out and I'd walk it. Yeah, I told him to pull over. 03256. Because he intentionally went the wrong way, and once I recognized where I was, I said pull over, I'll walk. Because he's still 10 minutes driving at least from where I gotta go. Unbelievable. That would have cost me probably 100 and something. That I paid 45 this morning. So I just bailed out of that situation. Yeah, this guy took me. Okay, this is the park, People's Park, and I'm over there. The panda place is there. This guy came around to the opposite side of Chengdu and came right through the center. And he was going to meander right through these busy roads and rack up the meter fees. See, I'd be sitting in this and paying the meter. That's why I got out. I was like, I mean, I can walk just fine. The panda place was a little bit too far though. There was two Dutch people I met. They, see, that's the other advantage when you have people with you. You know, like they rented a car, so there's two of them. So you rent a car, it's a lot more reasonable. And with a car, you know, it's a negotiated price. If it takes them an hour, or if it takes them 30 minutes, it's the same price, so it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to get that upset about it. It's just once you see it being ripped off, I mean, you have two choices: either go along with it, or, you know, if you put yourself in a position where you have no choice. And these guys aren't regulated. In fact, I was watching his meter, and his meter would jump. It jumped at one point from 45 up to 52. Bam. So I think that guy also plays games with his meter. So once it hit 60, I was like, okay, we're done. I told him to pull over, and by the time I got out, it was 66. So that's 11 bucks, 10 something, rounded up to 11. So the pandas, in my opinion, you know, I would have to say, really was, I didn't have any expectations, but even without any expectations, I'd say it was disappointing. The funny thing is they say make sure you get there in the morning, because that's when the pandas are active. And all we saw was a panda sitting on a log. We saw one walking around to take a shit. The only movement we saw. So I would say it's other than seeing a panda live, that was really the only positive thing out of that trip. And it cost what did I say, 58 to get in, and 58 to get in, and 100 and say what would I pay, 45 and 66, so 111 to get there and back, and I still have to walk a couple miles. See, the good thing about going out and exploring on foot is that when you need to go someplace, like what happened to me in the taxi today, I could just get out, walk, once I knew where I was. And the other advantage is right now I'm going to meet somebody for dinner. And I have been through this area yesterday, and I remember seeing a subway stop here that was different from the others. And I said to myself, I said, they must have more lines, more lines than are on the map I have, because there's only 2 lines on the map. And I went online and looked, and there's actually a line 4 now, and line 3 is due to be completed at the end of this year. And it also said that lines up to line 7, there's a huge map. So China, in the cities I've been to that don't have subways, they're putting a lot of money into building new subways. Alright, I'm going to sign off here. I gotta get through this mass of people. This is the only downside, is I didn't expect it to be this crowded, but it is rush hour now, so maybe these people are going home from work. But I can get through a crowd pretty well without hurting people.